ahead of the game when you were talking about Yoshinobu, you talked about a chance from pitching, 100 pitches. He did just that today. What did you see with him and how he not only was efficient, but navigated through their lineup this evening?
He was really good. We got him to 100 pitches. I know that I wanted to get him through that 7th inning. I just felt that kind of where they were at in the lineup, just felt it was good to get them a different look with Carroll coming up, but he was fantastic tonight. Slider used a little bit more. The fastball had live command and got a lot of swing and miss tonight and really had his way with those guys, so it was really good to see.
With Freddie, he's talked with us about just some of kind of how the season has gone for him and some of those not having that kind of takeoff just yet, but still being very steady. Have you seen that from him? And I guess are moments like today just kind of reminders that even though he can be steady, like you have these moments and there's things that are going to take off?
Absolutely. I think the thing about Freddie is the consistent way he goes about things, and good or bad, he shows up and he competes every day. And so you know that every night he's going to give you 4 or 5 good at bats. And when he's not going well, because this year he hasn't really got a hot streak yet, to what he said, but he's still managing to really be a very productive hitter. And so tonight was a really good night for him. I know it felt good to drive in 4 runs, but even a guy that's searching, as he has been, he's still the lead hitter.
What's the night about the quality of the bats not there being against
really good. Kike made some adjustments with the hitting coaches and stayed on a ball that was out over and using the big part of the field, which was great, seeing it a homer. And then Miguel Rojas followed with the base hit the other way, which was nice. And Mookie did the same thing. And Shohei took a great at bat, took a walk, and set the stage for Freddie. So it was just a really good offensive inning. And wish we could have put more of those innings together tonight. To potentially stay away from our closer, or in this case, Huddy tonight, but it wasn't to be, and still take the win.
How exciting is it that you get the 33-17 and Freddie, because you said, still haven't had that take off? I guess.
Yeah, I think that there's other people obviously that have done really well, but I think offensively we're doing enough to score some runs to win. I think that there's a lot of room to continue to get better consistency up and down the lineup, but the pitching has been what's been the impetus for this hot streak we're on. There's no doubt about that.
Even with somebody as standards as high as Freddie's, is it weird at all to hear, like he said, he feels like he's treading water right now, and he's still batting 298 with an 870 OPS? Is that weird to hear somebody say? Is that kind of
no? No, it's not. I think that with Freddie, I think the great thing about him is it's not always just results. Obviously, he likes to get hits and drive runs in, but it's a feel thing too, and he just hasn't really felt good, and he can't consistently take the swings that he wants to take. But to his credit, man, he's in there fighting every pitch, and then with that gets rewarded with hits and nights like tonight. So that's more important for me, that just the fight that I see in him every single night.
Is one of the benefits of this lineup just like the ability to put a big number on the board like that and give your starting pitcher some breathing room to operate?
It is. Tonight it was like the bottom part of your order fed into the top part of the order, and those guys did their jobs, and we got a big hit. Other times it's going to feed into the middle to the bottom, and everyone's got to do their part. So I think in theory, we should be able to put runs up. Every inning we should have an opportunity, whether it's a crooked number or create some type of stress. And when we're clicking, that's what happens.
What are you learning about Yamamoto as he starts to face certain teams twice and sort of goes through a line the second time?
I think that, the thing that makes Yoshinobu special is his 4-pitch mix. And so when you do see teams, again, and then when you see him 2 and 3 times in a night, you have to be able to attack him different ways. And so he has those different weapons, and Will did a really nice job with them to kind of sequence really nicely tonight too. The secondary stuff was used in the right counts for me, and then showing his fastball when he needed to.
Was it to Oscar a score thing?
Yeah, I just wanted, he started every game, so I felt there was an opportunity to get him out. and then potentially get CT at bat, which had worked out really well. And he got a knock.
The last couple starts with Yamamoto, like tonight, it seemed like there's a few more like sinkers and sliders and cutters. Like, is that something you guys are kind of adding in with him too? The longer he
We are. I think that he can manipulate the fastball. There's a slider, there's a cutter, there's a curveball, and the split. So it's more than 4 pitches, and I think just to get something moving a little bit in on the right-hand hitter is a good thing, and to go along with the cutter and the slider and the curveball, and so those that split to the righty. So like I said, he's just got a lot of different weapons, and credit to him. He's just open to continuing to kind of get better as a big league pitcher.
Dave, this was the 18th time in the last 27 games in which you've had a starter that goes 6 or more innings. Just how valuable has it been consistently getting length from your rotation?
It's everything. Certainly when you're going through stretches of 10 in a row, 13 in a row, a bullpen that we've kind of been mixing and matching in and out of the clubhouse, certain guys that you got to manage their workload. Clearly today we had a few guys that were down, so you got to find ways to win games, and I couldn't imagine where we'd be if our guys wouldn't go 6 innings, which they've done quite often.
The Otani bunt, something he saw or something that
He saw. He's playing baseball, and obviously he hits the ball extremely hard, and so Suarez was way back, and so he took a shot on the bunt, and wasn't a really good bunt, but it just speaks to how fast he is, and certainly not expecting it. But I love the way that the game tells you what you can and can't do, and the game told him that the bunt was a good play at that point in time, and it was good play.
You were surprised?
I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised. I like guys that think the game and play the game the way that you're supposed to play it, and he's done a great job of that.
You guys get the cage in him, start dropping some bombs.
No, he's doing just fine.
In 2003, you made safety bunt 16 times, base empty. You made it. So what's his score out of 10 today?
Probably a 2, but the result was a 10.